drone is being sent from Pakistan
Yeah.
to infiltrate and to bomb our cities or
Yeah.
the border lines.
Yeah.
How does our defense system work? Explain everything, like how we detect the drone, how do we kill it, what is a soft kill, what is a hard kill.
Anti-drone systems work in a 4-step process.
Okay.
It's called DTIM, right? Detect, track, identify, and mitigate. When a drone is coming, you have to detect it first. So detection technologies use radio frequency, passive radio frequency, right, or active radio frequency. A radar is an active radio frequency sensor. You have various electronic warfare or EW systems which are passive, so they're only listening to radio frequency, and if they hear any radio frequency, that's communication happening between the drone and ground station, they understand, okay, there's a drone coming, right?
Okay.
Detection, that's the detection layer. The second layer, you track it means that I need to know the location of this drone. So typically radar is the best way to track it, because you're not depending on radio frequency, but I know radar detects maybe every 1 second to 3 seconds, right? You'll know the location of the incoming threat, because
You can map the entire frequency change, where all it is coming, the locations, the coordinates.
No, radar, how it works is that it emits a radio frequency, and anything that reflects back, it listens.
Right.
So
And then picks the location also.
Picks the location based on that. So that's how a radar is able to track the location of an incoming drone. Right? Then comes identification. Now we need to understand what size is this drone. Is it something friendly? I mean, ops in those time, obviously not, because I think everything friendly was grounded, right? Unless we are sending an attack.
Right.
So you need to identify it, you need to classify it, you need to understand what is the size, because that becomes fundamental in how do I stop this drone?
What action do I have to take?
Because most of the times what they were doing also is they're sending hundreds of drones so that it will overwhelm our defense systems. So if I launch a missile for a paper drone, then I don't have the missile for when the actual threat comes.
Right.
So you have to classify it. You have to understand what really is this capacity of this drone.
And
So
how do
that's
we do that?
I mean, one is understanding the radio frequency of its communication along with the size, right? The radar gives you a radar cross section like RCS. Right?
Okay.
So that defines, okay, this is of this size. So second, it's of a certain size, we can understand what is the payload it might carry, right? So if it's too small, if it's too thin, if it's too paper driven, the radar will be able to give you some level of information, right? Apart from the radar, you need to understand the sensor from the radio frequency emitter. If you have the electro-optics, then you will also tune cameras towards it and look at it and be like, okay, just like how visually, if I could see it as a human being, I'll be able to tell, okay, this is this kind of. So you'll use electro-optics to do the same thing. You'll use electro-optics are large distance cameras. They can detect 5 kilometers, 4 kilometers. They can look at it
Even at night.
Even at night. Yeah.
Okay.
So they have night infrared vision and so on and so forth to detect the night capability. Again, the range, right?
And then we map it within our existing database that these are the kind of drones that we know of.
Yes.
And this matches closely to this kind of payload or this kind of data set.
Yes.
And that's how we know this could be the drone.
It's possibly, yeah.
Yeah. But what if we don't have that in our database? It's something totally new.
You'll typically have a close match saying that, okay, it's 74% match to this.
This kind of payload or this kind of
this
data
kind of
set.
the size of a drone. So
Yeah.
you might not have a 100% match, but you can have a probability score, right?
But let's say we have figured out that this drone is of this payload, let's say 10 kg payload.
Yeah.
Now, how do we know this 10 kg is in real a threat or 10 kg just something garbage?
So that's the trick, right? We don't know. There's no way to know. So we will have to waste a weapon.
We will have to still kill it.
Yes. So if it's capable of 10 kg, you will see the motor size and the heat signature, right? That will tell you it's really carrying 10 kgs or not, right? So it might look big, but that's not the only parameter, right? You might want to look at the heat signature of the engines itself. That will tell you, what kind of payload, its size of the
Give me an
payload.
example, like if it is a weapon, what kind of heat signature it will carry? If it is not really a weapon, what will be the difference?
No, you can send a large drone. It looks like it's carrying a box, but the box is empty.
Right.
So it might be to fool your systems, right? So size-wise, it'll look big.
The volume is big.
But the heat required for the engines, the weight is not there, so engines are not working at that power, right? So the heat signature will reduce.
Got it.
Right. So you have to look at the heat signature as well, right? So that will tell you whether this is a
This is a real payload or not?
Yeah. So if once you know it's a real payload, then you will launch it. But if you think that it is just a dummy, then you can probably use electronic measures or other ways to kill it rather than launch something that is going to be expensive for the country.
Okay. Now let's say we figured out through heat signature that it in reality is carrying 10 kg of payload.
Yeah.
But still we don't know what payload it is. What is that 10 kg?
Yeah.
It could be a bomb, it could be something else. Is there a way to detect that also?
Not at this. I mean, I'm sure there are, but not anything that I have seen yet.
Huh.
Right?
So we cannot really differentiate after we have identified that what is this 10 kg.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
It's
So we
like-
still have to act on it.
act on it. It's like the scanner that we use in the airport, right?
Hmm.
You put it through the scanner. That kind of scanning is extremely expensive at these distances.
Right.
So no, we cannot know what's in it. So you have to act, right? And then you use mitigation, the fourth step, right? DTIM. In DTIM, you use the fourth step, which is mitigation.
And what is that? How do we act on it?
So that's where intelligence plays a role, right? So a lot of the kind of systems we build, which are autonomous systems, we have intelligent algorithms choosing the weapon of choice, right? And a weapon can be something as simple as jamming radio frequencies, to spoofing navigational signals, to